You get close, closer than you've ever been. The number in your account finally moves the right direction. Then something happens. A sudden urge to spend. A risky bet you didn't need to take. A client you stop replying to. A deal you let slip through your fingers for no real reason. You call it bad luck, bad timing. But what if none of that is true? What if the moment you start winning, some part of you starts working against it, quietly, invisibly, before you even notice? This isn't about discipline or strategy. You already know what to do. You've had the wins in your hands. And still, somehow, you find a way to lose them. That's not carelessness. That's a pattern. One that's been running long before you had any money to sabotage in the first place. And once you see it, you can't unsee it, because the truth isn't that you don't know how to win. It's that some part of you was never trained to survive winning. Stick around, because what's really happening in your mind the moment success arrives is stranger than you think. Think about someone you know, or maybe it's you. They finally land the client they've been chasing for months. The money starts coming in. For the first time, things feel like they're working. And then, almost on schedule, something shifts. They stop following up on emails. They start treating themselves a little too often. They pick a fight with the client over something small and unnecessary. Within weeks, the deal is gone, and they're back where they started, telling themselves it just wasn't meant to be. Or the freelancer who finally raises their rates, gets a yes, and panics. Convinced they'll be exposed as a fraud, they underdeliver until the client leaves on their own. Have you ever noticed this in your own life? That strange moment where things are going right, and instead of relief, you feel unease? Most people blame the outside world, the market, the client, bad timing. But the pattern keeps repeating across different jobs, different amounts, different people. Same outcome. Which means the problem was never really out there. Here's what's actually happening. Your mind doesn't protect your comfort. It protects your identity, the story you've told yourself about who you are for years, maybe your whole life. If you grew up believing money was hard to get, or that people like you don't make it, or that struggle was just normal, then your brain built an identity around that belief. And identities don't like being wrong. So when success shows up, real, tangible, undeniable success, it doesn't feel like relief. It feels like a threat. Because if you keep this win, you have to become someone new, someone unfamiliar, someone who doesn't match the internal picture you've carried since childhood. And your mind would rather protect the picture than let you win. That's the twist. You're not sabotaging your success. You're protecting your identity, and your identity was never built to include success in the first place. This is why people sabotage right at the edge of a breakthrough, not at the start. The start feels safe. It's still a fantasy, but right at the edge, the fantasy becomes real, and real is dangerous because real means change. So your mind pulls you back. Not out of weakness, out of loyalty to who you've always been. It's not trying to hurt you. It's trying to keep you recognized. Here's the hard truth. You didn't fail because you lacked skill, discipline, or opportunity. You failed on schedule, right when success asked you to become someone you didn't recognize yet. Every deal you let slip, every account you quietly emptied, every promotion you shrank away from. None of that was random. It was your mind doing exactly what it was built to do. Keep you familiar, even if familiar meant broke. That's the part nobody tells you. Self-sabotage isn't self-destruction. It's self-protection, aimed at the wrong target. And here's what makes it worse. Every time you sabotage a win, it doesn't just cost you the money. It reinforces the belief that caused it. You lose the deal, and some part of you whispers, "See, this is who you are." The cycle doesn't just repeat, it deepens. So the real question was never, "How do I make more money?" It's, "Who do I have to become to keep it?" Because the version of you that stays broke and the version of you that builds real wealth are not the same person. One survives by staying small. The other has to take up space, be seen, and let go of the story that used to explain everything. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity, which means the work was never about the money. It was about becoming someone your old self wouldn't recognize, on purpose, before the money arrives, not after. If you wait for the money to change who you are, the pattern repeats. The identity has to shift first. The obstacle was never money. It was the story you kept telling yourself about who you were allowed to become.